Hey, Ashley, remember that one Disney trip we took?
Which one?
You know, the Disney trip. The one where everything was perfect and we didn't have to stress about anything?
Oh, you mean the one Hannah planned for us from Little Bit of Magic.
Yes, that's the one. I honestly can't remember another Disney trip that was less stressful and more enjoyable.
That's right. She booked our park tickets, lightning lanes, dining reservations, hotel logistics, and even checked on us during our trip to make sure we were having a magical time.
And the best part is, all of her services were free. All we had to do was show up and enjoy our vacation. And eat churros.
Of course. Nobody does Disney vacations better than Hannah. For more information, check out littlebitofmagic.com and make sure you mention that the Wonderful Thing About Disney podcast sent you.
Hi, I'm Jake.
And I'm Ashley.
And this is the Wonderful Thing About Disney podcast.
Because Disney's a wonderful thing. Come on down, stop on by, hop a carpet, and fly with us as we discuss the parks, treats, and all things Disney, with new episodes every wonderful Wednesday.
Hey everybody, happy, wonderful Wednesday. Welcome back to another episode with Jake and Ashley.
Yeah, and if you're listening for the first time, welcome.
I know, however you found this place of craziness and churro talk, welcome.
Although, no, we actually are talking about some churros today.
Yeah, we are.
I was like, we're not talking churros, but no,
Listen,
churros will be mentioned.
Let's be honest. There's a high probability and likelihood that we're going to talk about churros no matter what episode you listen to. But yes, we're talking about churros this episode.
Not something else, but not just churros.
We'll get there. But no, we actually have a pretty special episode this time because we are going to be talking about the first Disney resort hotel that we ever stayed at.
I'm surprised it took us this long to get here.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we are also celebrating its anniversary coming up in a few days on August 1st.
That's true. That's true.
But yeah, I mean, we've been very spoiled to stay at a lot of really cool places and hotels, but like this is the first time that we are talking about the very first resort hotel we ever stayed at. And this one is even extra special because something really amazing happened when we stayed here at this resort hotel.
Yeah. So this episode, we are talking about Disney's Coronado Springs resort.
Yeah.
And the reason it was special is because when we got engaged, we stayed here.
That's where we were staying. Yeah. So a couple like quick little backstory things. Number one, shout out to our friend Elizabeth because she was the one, once we decided we're going all in. And I mean, again, I knew that I had big plans for this particular trip.
I did not.
But she was the one who gave us the recommendation to stay at Coronado Springs. And it was awesome. Yeah. Number two, shout out to your friend Caitlin, who also had churros delivered to our room after we got engaged.
It's true.
So a couple quick shout outs before we get started. But let's jump in. So again, this resort hotel is our first experience in staying on property because up until that point, we hadn't.
No, we did not.
And we've never looked back, you guys. That's the wild thing.
Oh, it's true. Yeah, never looked back. And I don't really want to ever stay off property again.
Call us bougie, call us spoiled, but you guys, this is something that one of our friends from Into the Disneyverse shared. But once you stay on property, you realize that the magic doesn't end when you leave the park. Like you're fully immersed in the Disney bubble of Walt Disney World.
Absolutely.
And I've never forgotten that. And that's why, again, I don't know that we'll ever be able to not stay on Disney property when we go to Walt Disney World.
It's true.
So
it's true.
That being said, let's jump in.
Yeah. So for those who have never heard of Coronado Springs or don't know kind of like the theming, this is what the Disney website says about the resort. So it says, celebrate the unique blend of Spanish, Mexican, and Southwest American cultures at Disney's Coronado Springs Resort. This beautiful lakeside oasis offers classic influences, Disney touches, and modern comforts to energize and inspire.
It's awesome. And I will say, like, there's a lot to see here. And we're going to get into all of this, but there's like a massive tower. You've got like these, kind of places tucked away in the trees. You've also got this massive lake in the middle of it, and it's just wide open, beautiful views, the bridges. Okay, let's just go.
Yeah. Okay. So, brief history about Coronado. So, it opened August 1st, 1997, and this resort is located near Animal Kingdom.
And this is something that I didn't realize the first time we went, and like I've learned since, is there are certain resort hotels that are actually closer to certain parks. So it was nice to know that this one happened to be close to Animal Kingdom.
Yeah. And this resort is classified as a moderate resort. So, I mean, for our first resort, staying at a moderate one.
I know.
Your
like,
face.
Again, I had big plans, but I mean, we've stayed now at the value resorts, and it's not that they're not nice. It's not that they're not magical.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were a little spoiled to jump right into the moderate tier right off the bat.
Yeah.
Mistakes were made, as your brother would say.
It's true. It's true. So this resort has 1,951 rooms, and it's broken up into 4 sections, I guess you want to call it. So first is the Gran Destino Tower, and then you have the casitas, the ranchos, and the cabanas.
Yeah.
And we've stayed in both the ranchos and the casitas.
That's right.
Before.
Yeah. Both very, very cool, and also had very different feel to them.
Correct.
Which was neat. And again, we have not stayed in the Gran Destino Tower. Goals someday. We have other objectives first.
Yeah.
But, I mean, every piece of this resort is beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. So this resort is the largest convention center on Walt Disney World property. So it actually has a 60,000 square foot ballroom. So this is
60,000.
60.
60.
Yeah, 60.
000.
Yeah, 4 zeros. So this is the largest ballroom in the southeastern United States.
And as we were prepping for this episode, we have our suspicions that this is where the NBA held their bubble league during COVID. We can't confirm it.
Yeah.
But we strongly suspect that this is where the players stayed.
Yeah, at least part of,
when they weren't playing
I mean,
games.
it's a huge, it's a huge convention center.
It's huge. And I think when we stayed there was active convention going on. So there's a lot happening at this resort hotel.
Yeah, and because it's a convention center, something to consider. Like, this resort is very spread out. It is very wide, meaning there are bus stops, but you will do a lot of walking. So, like, when we stayed at the ranchos, we were pretty much as far back in the resort as you could get, pretty close to the back. So it was a long walk up to the front.
Which we did have to do, ironically enough. And again, we were young. We were new in this lifestyle and things. So, but yeah, like, that is true. And that is one thing that I do remember is it did seem like there was a lot of walking when we stayed here.
Yeah. And you mentioned a lake. There is a huge lake at this resort. This lake covers about 22 acres.
22 acres?
Yeah. That's how.
Okay, that's bigger than I remember. But no, it's beautiful, you guys. Gorgeous view, and it is massive.
Yeah.
Apparently 22 acres big.
Yeah. So in February 2017, that's when Disney announced the expansion of the resort. So this is when the Gran Destino Tower was actually placed at the resort. So the tower is 15 stories. It has 545 guest rooms and 50 suites, and includes a rooftop restaurant and lounge.
And this is where the front desk is located.
Now, yes.
Now.
Yep.
And it's beautiful, you guys. I mean, again, we haven't been up in it, but we've been in the lower portions where you check in, and it's gorgeous. So I can only imagine the views staying up, up high.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the rooms. So you've got 2 options here. There's standard rooms or the rooms in the Gran Destino Tower. So standard rooms, pretty common here. You've got 2 queen beds. You've got king bed options, 1-bedroom suites. And the average rate for these rooms is about $250 to $300 a night. Again, this being a moderate level resort, which is pretty standard.
Yeah.
Inside the tower, that's where your room cost is going to go up. That one averages $400 a night. And you also have the option of club level rooms.
One day we will do a club level room somewhere. Yeah, so club level, essentially, your room is pretty much the same, but throughout the day you have free breakfast. After lunch you have snack options. You have like very heavy hors d'oeuvres at dinner. And then at night you can go back to like Mickey ice cream bars and stuff. So you get additional food for free. You just get those extra little like
You didn't tell
perks.
me they had Mickey ice cream bars waiting for you.
I mean, not like in your room, but like in the little club lounge. I'm pretty sure they do. I've seen videos.
I still have 2 kidneys. I only need one.
Okay.
we digress. Let's talk about the pools. And you guys, there is one pool here. Now, granted, there are several, but like really it's the one.
Yeah.
This might be one of, if not the coolest pools in Walt Disney World.
I would agree. Yeah.
Because this one is called the Dig Site.
Yeah.
It's essentially a Mayan ruin theme with like a 50-foot tall pyramid in the center that has a waterfall cascading down the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And it goes right into the pool. Like you can swim up onto it and like sit there at the lower levels and stuff. Now they don't let you climb too high up there, even though the children try. But
yes.
coming around the pyramid, there's a 123-foot long water slide.
Yeah.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
Super, super, super cool. And fun fact about this, the largest hot tub on property fits 22 people.
No, it is a big hot tub.
It is a big hot tub. And I remember when we went, it was not the warmest, but we did hit up the hot tub. I mean, we hit up the pool too. Of course, your boy went down the slide, but like the hot tub was feeling very good.
Yes.
I remember that distinctly.
Yes. Yeah, I don't think we went in the pool very often, but I think like every night we were like hot tubbing it.
Yeah, and it was awesome. It was really, really cool. Now, I mentioned there are other pools as well, and there are 3 leisure pools scattered throughout the resort. So each section has their own. So one in the casitas, one in the ranchos, and one in the cabanas.
Yeah.
But you need to look up pictures of this pool.
Yes.
Because it's awesome. It's really, really cool.
It is. Yeah,
Love
I
it.
think it was not... Maybe it was a couple years ago. Maybe there was a video that went viral of a child trying to climb the pyramid.
Was that me?
No, it was not. It was not you. Like, I'm not sure where the lifeguard was at, but yeah, it was probably a couple years ago now. But there was a video that went around of a child trying to climb the pyramid.
Parents, keep your kids off the Mayan temple, okay?
Yeah. So one thing that we really love about this resort are the recreation options.
This is like a hidden treasure of this resort.
Yes, there are a lot. And we have talked about enchanting extras before. So these are things that you can pay extra for just to make your vacation a little more magical that can either be in the parks or outside of the parks. Mm-hmm. So this resort, I think, has 3 enchanting extras. So the first is the Sangria University.
Yeah.
So this is located at the Three Bridges Bar and Grill here. And it's an afternoon course, and you kind of discuss the history of sangria, and they reveal recipes that they use to make the in-house sangrias.
Which apparently is really popular and really famous. It must taste really good.
Yeah.
But that Three Bridges bar where they do it, like, not just the experience, but like the location is super cool because it's like a restaurant out in the middle of the lake.
Yeah.
So like that whole experience has to be awesome.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So the lesson is followed by 4 sangria samples and some light appetizers, but you can actually make your own glass of sangria from a selection of like the fresh fruits and base spirits and stuff that are there. So this is a 2-hour lesson. It's held Saturday and Sunday afternoons, and this is about $69 to $79 a person.
You know what though? That actually sounds pretty affordable.
Oh,
for
yeah.
2 hours, I'm actually very pleasantly surprised that it's not more expensive.
Well, and you get 4 samples, you get light appetizers, you get to make your own glass. Yeah, like $80 is not bad. So most dates over the next 60 days when we were looking are available in the My Disney Experience app. So you do have to have this booked ahead of time, but most dates were available.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah. The next enchanting extra that is at Coronado is Colors of Coronado Painting Experience. So this is every Friday from 1 to 3 p.m. and you'll get to make an 11 by 14 piece of art. So they'll have a theme and you get to paint based upon the theme that they have. And it'll be like Disney themed. So this is $45 a person.
Again, not bad.
No, it's really not bad. And they change the designs up monthly. So if you are returning,
cool.
like, it's not going to be the same thing. You'll have variety.
Nice.
And then the last enchanting extra at Coronado is the Spanish mosaic art.
This one is the one that looks super cool.
I really want to do this one.
Yeah.
I really want to do this one. So it's only $30 a person. And you design your own mosaic piece with Disney flair. So it's like a Mickey shaped
mosaic.
Yeah.
With like different crushed pieces of glass or pottery and everything. But
so this is Monday, Wednesday, Saturday afternoons from 1 to 3 p.m.
So I'm glad that you mentioned this because that brings up a really good point. And this is something that, again, when we stayed there, like the first time we had no idea what we were doing, guys. So like there was a lot of stuff that we missed out on because we just were thinking, we need a place to sleep at night while we go to the parks. I don't even think we took a rest day. We just grinded through 4 straight park days.
I think so.
But do check out when these are offered, because we have learned as we've stayed at different resort hotels across the properties that some activities are only available on certain days.
Yes.
So again, if you're planning out your trip and you want to work around park days, this is good to know so you have a chance to do it if you want to.
Correct.
Just got to plan ahead.
Correct. Yeah. And then other activities, recreation that they have at the resort, they have campfire activities, movie under the stars. They have a pretty decent playground.
Oh, yeah.
They have sand volleyball, an iguana arcade, and they have a gym.
Yeah, and they also have hammocks set up on the beach all around the lake, which is really cool. And I remember when we went, it was really rainy on one of the trips. And then the sun finally broke out on our last day.
Yeah.
As we're like waiting for the bus to take us back to the airport. And I remember we have this great picture of us laying in the hammock because it was like, wow, I wish we could have enjoyed this more. And that's when it kind of dawned on Jake and Ashley that we need to plan more time to enjoy the resorts when we go.
You absolutely do. And we've said this before. Like if you are staying on property, which everybody should, you need to plan a rest day and explore the resort.
Yeah, for sure. So let's talk about dining. And we kind of teased this one as well already, but it really is all about the Three Bridges Bar and Grill. I mean, that is the one that is super, super cool. So we mentioned that this restaurant is kind of out in the middle of the lake, and there are 3 different bridges that you would have to walk over in order to access it. There's no other way to get there.
Correct, yeah.
Which is super cool.
Yeah, why it's called Three Bridges.
Oh, that makes sense now.
Right?
Right? So this is a Latin-inspired restaurant that is open for dinner 4:30 p.m. to 12 a.m. So they've kind of got all sorts of selections here. If you want salads, they've got wedge salad with grilled chicken, entrees, poke bowls, pork carnitas tacos, signature burger, which surprisingly I've heard is very, very good.
Yeah.
Dessert, you say it. I can't take this from you.
When we stayed here, I was 100% gluten-free at the time.
Yeah.
And they have gluten-free churros.
You guys are really good, and they usually come with like a dipping sauce, like a caramel dipping sauce and stuff. And again, shout out to Caitlin. She had that delivered to us for our engagement.
Yeah.
And they just tasted better that
They're
night.
so good.
They're so good. Yeah, and that's why it's always fun.
Yeah.
Ashley mentioned they have the sangria tasting, but they have beer, wine, cocktails, sangria there at the bar as well. I don't believe that you can make a reservation for Three Bridges. I think it's just walk up only. But if the wait is too long, you can just order your food to go, and they have a mobile order menu, and that's actually what we did. And it was really tasty, really convenient, and it was just kind of fun to just take a stroll out on the bridge, pick up our food, and go back and take it to the room.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
That worked great. Okay, so we also now have the Siesta's Cantina Pool Bar. So this one is open 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., so the pool hours. Here's where you can order drinks and full menu items as well. Salads, quesadillas, tacos. So something that I really wanted to try was the kielbasa kettle chips.
These sound so good. And I don't know.
Super good.
I don't know when they were added to the menu. I mean, it could have been when we were there. Again, we were just, this was our first resort. We were super new.
We were so young, so innocent. We had no idea what we were doing.
But these sound so good.
Yeah. So this is layered kettle chips topped with kielbasa sausage, a drizzle of chipotle aioli, pico de gallo, fried jalapenos, and green onion. It's like some fancy nachos, but like it just sounds better because it says kettle chips.
Right.
I don't know. It looks really good. It sounds really good. And also, like, don't sleep on the pool bars.
Yeah.
They have tons of drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, that are super fun. So while you're over there, totally indulge yourself and grab a drink when you're at the pool.
For sure.
Okay, now let's go to the Maya Grill. So this one is open for dinner from 5 to 10 p.m. And this is where they recommend reservations. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can easily get reservations day of if you decide you want to go. Not a lot of people are booking that far ahead. But as they describe it, our home is your home at this grand Mexican dining room featuring ancient modern styling and Nuevo Latino cuisines. So if you're into Mexican food or Latin food. Like, this one looks like it would be really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just don't know that we were ever hungry enough or that we just missed the dining hours that it was open. But again, we weren't usually around the resort. We were at the parks all day.
Yeah.
So here you can find fajitas, taco salad, tacos enchiladas, quesadillas. But you guys, this place looks banging. It looks so good.
Yeah. One place we did eat, though, was at Rick's Sports Bar and Grill.
And that one was really good.
Yeah.
I really like that. This one's a table service, so reservations, again, recommended. But this one's open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
And we did not have reservations. We just
didn't.
went up and we were like, hey, because I believe this was the day that we got there. We
this
flew
is when
in.
We arrived.
Yeah.
We just needed food desperately.
Yeah. And they were like, oh, yeah, just come on in. So, yeah, it says reservations are recommended. But when we went, we totally did not need them.
So I'm pretty positive we were there for lunch.
We were.
Day.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this is like all sorts of things. Loaded nachos, burgers, sandwiches. So just very sports bar food. It's on theme. Lots of TVs everywhere with different sporting events playing and stuff. But yeah, so there was a food item here that actually went viral like a year or so ago. But you could only order it at breakfast.
But I really want to try these.
What even is this? Chicken-filled Mickey waffles?
It's essentially, yeah, like chicken and waffles. But it's like chicken on a stick, and then they put the Mickey waffle around the chicken.
They've lost their minds. This sounds incredible. But it's like $20, and you get like 4 of them or something? Like,
yeah.
It looks amazing.
They look so good.
Again, if we could go back and tell young Jake and Ashley anything, it might be to take better advantage of what is here at Coronado Springs.
Yeah, for sure.
And like there's still more, you guys.
Yeah, no, there is. So you also have Toledo. So this is the rooftop restaurant on the top of the Gran Tower. Reservations are highly recommended.
And can anybody dine there? Do you have to be staying in the tower to dine there?
Nope, anybody can dine there.
Love that.
Yeah. So they're only open from dinner from 5 to 7 p.m. But something that looked...
Or 5 to 10 p.m.
Yeah, sorry, what did I say? 5 to 7? Yeah, 5 to 10 p.m. They have... When we were looking at the menu, because we did not eat here, but I was looking at the menu, they have a chef's signature dinner for 2.
Ooh.
Yeah, but fancy. You can get like ribeye, filet, salmon, chicken, scallops. Like, we might be a little too fancy.
I was just going to say that we're not
here.
fancy enough to eat here.
Yeah.
Because your boy still orders chicken strips. I'm all about the tendies.
You're
and
like...
here they're talking about prime rib.
Yeah.
And scallops.
Yeah.
All of these things.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what?
You're like, get me the chicken and waffles.
Kind of, yeah. That's where my mind keeps going. But that sounds exquisite.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the view is absolutely stunning.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. You also have Cafe Rick's. So this is open for breakfast and lunch. And this is kind of just like your grab and go snacks, you know, especially in the morning. They have a ton of coffee options, breakfast sandwiches. And then afternoon, you can grab like salads and sandwiches.
Totally.
To go.
El Mercado de Coronado, another place.
Yeah, guys, like we're still going.
Yeah. Or if you prefer the American version, El Mercado del Coronado.
Okay. Sure. I can't.
Or the tomato version, El Mercado del Coronado.
Okay.
I can do this all day.
I'm sure you can. Okay. Focus, Ashley. Okay. They're open for... I can't.
Do you want me to translate it?
No.
That's Spanish for the Mercado del Coronado.
Okay.
All right, anyway. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you guys. Mickey waffles, pancakes, egg sandwiches, burgers, tendies, build your own rice bowl, pizza. This is more our speed. 1, for the jokes, but 2, this food is like more our style and level.
It is. Okay. I think I'm back.
Are you back now?
I think I got this. Thank
Cool.
you for taking that one.
Don't worry. There's still more food options, you guys.
Yeah. So there are the 3 additional dining options are like bars and lounges. So the first one is the Laguna Bar. So this is lakeside. So again, like right on the lake. It's open from 5 to 11 p.m. and you can order, you know, your cocktails, your beers, and then you can order like light appetizers, wings, nachos, salad, burger, you know, kind of your bar typical food. And then you have the Barcelona Lounge. So this one is located in the lobby of the Gran Destino Tower.
This one's very pretty, by the way.
And this one's actually open for breakfast, too.
What?
Yeah, which I
How
had
did
no
we
idea.
miss this? We had no idea what we were doing.
Yeah, we walked by this several times. It was not open, but yeah, this one is gorgeous. So
Did we even snack back then? Who were we?
we were very, very like young and not immature, but just like,
We were Disney babies.
yeah, we really, really were.
Gang, we've evolved as a species. We're more advanced now.
I almost want to go back and like look at pictures from like our first trip and be like, yeah, what did we do? Like think about our first trip and like
Honestly,
how we've evolved.
We woke up early. We went to the parks. We stayed at the parks all day. We came back exhausted, drug ourselves to the bed, fell asleep. Woke up early, went back to the parks all day. I don't think we did much of anything.
Other than the parks. No.
Yeah, and one night we ordered takeout from Three Bridges, and again, Caitlin ordered us gluten-free churros.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Wow.
true. So anyway.
We've come so far.
We have, anyway. So yeah, Barcelona Lounge. So yeah, they're open for breakfast from 6:30 a.m. till 12 p.m. And you can order, different drinks, Spanish coffee, regular coffee. Yeah. You can also get a breakfast wrap, croissants, pastries. Yeah. Oh. And then they're open from 3 p.m. to 12 a.m. And again, it's a lounge. So beer, cocktails, wine, mocktails too.
I'm so hungry.
I'm sorry.
There's still more, you guys.
One more. Yeah. So this is probably the most famous lounge. Maybe not on Disney World property, but a very, very well-known lounge. This is the Dahlia Lounge. So this is the rooftop lounge in the Gran Destino Tower. So it's open 5 p.m. till 12 a.m. Again, light appetizers. You can get Dahlia sliders, calamari.
Mm-hmm. No.
They have a cookie flight.
I'm sorry, come again?
They have a cookie flight.
Say less.
Yeah.
I'm there.
I know. I thought you would be.
What are we missing out on? We have to go stay there again.
Yeah. And then again, because it's a lounge, you've got your cocktails, wine, beer. Typical drinks that you can order.
A cookie flight?
Yeah, they have a cookie flight. I mean, I don't know what it consists of, but it's on the menu. Well, obviously. I mean, like, what type of cookies?
Who cares? Amazing. Okay, so that's finally all of the dining options. I don't know if there is another resort hotel that has that many dining options.
No, I don't think so. Now, again, it is a convention center. So, like, if there is a convention there, you need a lot of restaurants and options to accommodate everybody, which is probably why there are so many options.
Yeah. Still, though.
Yeah.
We have work to do. We got to go back.
I know. We've only eaten at, like, 2 of those.
Yeah, and it was more just out of necessity and accident. We didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so let's talk about shopping. And there is a very, very cool gift shop there. And it's called Panchitos, Gifts and Sundries. So again, a typical Disney shop, but it just has a very Hispanic feel to it as you're kind of walking towards it and stuff. And there's this really pretty fountain right outside it. It just feels really cool. Like this one is one of my favorite stores in any of the resort hotels. But here you can get ears, t-shirts, pins, Coronado related souvenirs. And I was pleasantly surprised. They actually had a lot of Coronado specific things.
They do.
And I mean, sometimes you don't always have that. Like some of the resort hotels, it's kind of hard to find a magnet or a pin or something that specifically says that resort hotel. So I was very pleasantly surprised with that.
Yeah.
And again, if you forget anything at home, they've got it here, guys.
Yeah, most gift shops have plenty of things like diapers, and even just like different
sunblock, first aid items.
Yep.
Yeah.
They've got it all.
Yeah. For sure. So that's it for shopping, but the last thing we have to talk about is the transportation.
Yes.
So this is one that when we did our park ranking series for the resort hotels, this is one that transportation was a little bit lower. It was a bit of a struggle, and we'll talk about why. So the first thing is there's only buses here.
Correct.
That's your only option. And that one, I mean, you can kind of expect because one, you're out by Animal Kingdom. You're not by the monorail. You're not by a major waterway.
You're nowhere near the Skyliner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But because it's buses, there are 4 bus stops around this resort. And again, once we told you, it is a massive resort. It's big.
Yeah.
So with these 4 bus stops, we were really never sure where the bus stopped first. We thought we knew.
We thought we knew too. And I remember after like the second day, I called the front desk and I asked, I was like, where does the bus stop first?
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, it stops at stop number 1 first, obviously, which is the Gran Destino Tower. That is not true.
We don't think that that's true. Maybe there are some that stop there, but guys, like when we stayed in the ranchos, I think that was stop number 3 that was closest to us. Mm-hmm. It actually, or was stop number 4, 3 or 4. We were somewhere out that way.
Yeah.
But it actually was pretty nice. And again, like it could have been there was a big convention going on in the number 2 area, or that's just where the bus started. Never had an issue. And we always stopped at the front at bus stop 1. Mm-hmm. The problem is there were a couple times that we walked over to stop 1 thinking that's where the bus would go first. There were so many people at stop 1.
It was, yeah, there were a lot of people and not enough buses.
Correct. So we don't know, because again, this is young Jake and Ashley prior to the podcast where we crowned ourselves Disney experts.
No, did not.
But I don't know if it's just people walked over there thinking this is where the bus stops first, so they tried to kind of like cheat the system and get in early. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's because there's that many people staying in Gran Destino Tower. We don't know if that's just the last stop before the bus heads to the park.
Yeah.
But I guess for us, our recommendation is maybe look at some of the other stops before stop number 1, because there will always be a lot of people there.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. And when we were stop number 4, when we were out at the ranchos, like sometimes the bus would come completely empty, and like then we wouldn't stop at the tower. We wouldn't stop at stop number 1. We would just leave. And then there were other times where it was completely full and we like barely got on the bus.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, when we stayed there, it just wasn't very clear where the bus went first.
So that's just something to be aware of.
Yeah.
And I think of all of the things across this resort that it has to offer, that was probably the lowest rated part of our experience.
Yeah. And again, we were very immature. We didn't know what we were doing, but it was very frustrating.
All of that to say.
Yeah.
Especially looking at it now from this lens where we have done resort hotel reviews and like now we've been able to stay in other places and our eyes are open to this amazing magical experience.
Yeah.
What is your takeaway? Like, would you stay there again? Do we need to stay there again? Like, what are your thoughts? Would you recommend this to people?
Oh, I absolutely would. And I absolutely would stay there again. And I absolutely would recommend this to other people because I think this is, you know, it's a moderate resort, so it's very affordable. You know, everybody, of course, wants to stay at the deluxe resorts, but not everybody can afford that. Is this my favorite moderate resort? I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's a great option.
Yeah. I will say, taking this full circle, shout out to Elizabeth for recommending it for us as the first time. Mm-hmm. Because again, like there are some things that are lacking in the value resorts. You just don't get as many options. But to say if you can afford it, for the first time that you stay on property, knowing there are so many different food options, you have an amazing pool, there's plenty of activities to do. It's also kind of simple too, because even though it's very spread out, you only have to worry about bus schedule.
Yeah, that's
and that
true.
Honestly is kind of the easiest thing to navigate in a lot of ways in all of Disney World for transportation. So I think that's where I go, is if someone's going for the first time.
I would 100% agree.
I think this is a recommendation that I would make very often, to say stay at Coronado Springs.
Yeah, because, if you're going for the first time, you know, you could stay at All Stars, but, you know, there's always sports teams, cheer teams. There's always those big groups that stay there. Yeah.
Can get tough to navigate as well.
Yeah.
And just not as many amenities.
Yeah. So, to your point, I would absolutely, if you're going for the first time, this is a great, great recommendation. And because it has been a couple years since we've stayed here, I want to go back and get like I want to have a better experience. Yeah.
Yeah. Just take better advantage of what is offered there. Because again, like until we prepped for this episode, I don't think I even realized how much we were missing out on. So
exactly. Yeah.
We owe young Jake and Ashley a redo.
We do.
But again, this place will always be special because it was our first on-property Disney resort that we ever stayed at. And again, this is the resort we stayed at when we got engaged. So
yeah. Thanks, Coronado.
Absolutely.
That's it for this week's episode. Don't forget to rate our show on Apple or Spotify or wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe to support our show on Patreon. Check out our t-shirt shop, Shop Threads of Imagination. And until next wonderful Wednesday, TTFN.